in the old school bucket. License plate say Kentucky. It's your boy Louis Keys. I'ma come through. Check it.
Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford is still a 50-50 fight. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all, so there's a lot of conversation going on right now surrounding a potential matchup between Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao and Terence Dump Bud Crawford, and whether this will actually take place in 2024. There's a lot of news surrounding Manny Pacquiao possibly fighting Floyd Mayweather in 2024 as well. I just want to break this down, give my 3,000 a nickel for anybody left.
I've been the only person on here that said Tank Davis is a more skilled, talented fighter than Manny Pacquiao. And everybody they passed out. What are you talking about? No way. Yes, he is. He's a more complete, more skilled, more talented fighter than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is explosive and athletic. He's God-gift. He has power in the left hand you can't explain. He has this ability to move his hands and feet at the same time that most people can't coordinate.
Alright, y'all. So what is going on, man? Manny Pacquiao turns Bud Crawford. Is this actually a 50-50 fight if it takes place in 2024?
I sparred with Tank, I think, the week before I fought Terence Crawford, and no excuses, but like I said, hey, yo, I was going through my own shit, and you had to be there to understand what I mean by that. If you weren't there, hey, it is what it is. Things that happen in camp stays in camp, you know. But at the same time, when I got in the ring with the kid, I'm like, yo, I want to see what this kid got. I want to see who he is, you know. And he's firing on all cylinders, you know what I mean. I saw exactly what I thought I would see: a tremendous boxer who can punch, who loves the game, who ain't afraid to get hit, who ain't afraid to get gritty, and the list goes on.
Listen, I think a lot of people felt like, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago that this fight was a 50-50 fight, actually maybe even a 60-40 fight in favor of Manny Pacquiao.
I ain't gonna say another thing, try to help you, but you won't listen. So you're on your own, boy. I'm gonna button my lip. I give it 2 weeks.
But I think now that Terence Crawford has fought Errol Spence Jr. and he beat Errol Spence Jr. in the fashion that he did, I think a lot of people now feel like it's more 60-40 in favor of Terence Crawford if it actually takes place. Me personally, I think it's still a 50-50 fight because of the fact that the things that we've questioned about Terence Crawford, they're never actually getting tested in the fights that come up for Terence Crawford. So let's say people felt like Terence Crawford had a weak chin, and when he fought Kell Brook, they felt like Kell Brook had enough power and, you know, enough skill set to actually test his chin. But what we found out in the Kell Brook fight was Kell Brook's eye sockets are so damaged that he couldn't take the punches of Crawford, and the fight ended pretty quickly.
I don't fucking like you.
And the same thing kind of happened in the Errol Spence fight. We all thought, well, Errol Spence is the best welterweight. He's broken down all these fighters. He has a great jab. He's going to be able to test Terence Crawford's chin. He's going to be able to test Terence Crawford's stamina and his boxing abilities. But what we ended up getting was a version of Spence that couldn't compete with that version of Terence Crawford. So we didn't actually get to see Terence Crawford's chin get tested or his boxing abilities get tested. And I feel like the last 3, 4, maybe even 5 fights for Terence Crawford have all went down that same path, to where we go into the fight thinking one thing, and then we get the fight and we find out that his opponent is not really in the shape that we might have thought he would be.
That shit go out the window when you go to prison. You know, that's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers that you thought was intelligent is now braiding hair and shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, I was crushed.
So we don't actually get the fights that we thought we were going to get. When you look at it that way, and then you look at a guy like Manny Pacquiao, his last couple of performances, you had the Ugas fight where he looked halfway decent but had some leg cramping issues, and he wasn't really prepared for that looping punch because of the quickness that the fight came together in. and he just wasn't prepared for what Ugas was bringing to the table. But when you look at his performances before that, you know, the Keith Thurman fight, the Adrian Broner fight, you know, several other fights that he had prior to the Ugas fight, to where he pretty much dominated his opponent, you have to think, well, if he's still able to do that to some of the best and biggest welterweights out there, what would he actually be able to accomplish if he got in the ring with Terence the Bud Crawford?
What's the matter? You can't calm nobody!
And I think that's why this fight is kind of like a perfect storm if it comes together. If Manny Pacquiao can bring even half of what he's been bringing to the table, we would at least end up with a decent fight. Maybe he doesn't win, but he gives Terence Crawford, you know, that chin checking, or we get to see Terence Crawford, you know, get his boxing skills tested by a veteran with a lot of experience. So, you know, I think that Manny Pacquiao can actually bring some new things to the table, plus that speed and that power. If we only get half of that speed and that power, Terence Crawford's in for a doozy, because he's never been in the ring with a guy who can test his abilities up until this point. And you can't really blame Errol Spence for that. You know, whatever was going on in his life was going on in his life when he went down to Crawford, and same with all the other opponents. But Manny Pacquiao, I think definitely his life is so clean and he lives so clean that we wouldn't have those problems, you know, unless Pacquiao re-injures that shoulder or makes a mistake of getting a massage before the fight. Then we won't end up with those problems, and we should have a great showing in that fight. And I think that Manny Pacquiao is just the guy to give Terence Crawford that test.
Last quarter, YouTube made $6 billion off of content creators. They only paid out $100 million.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
So that means if they're getting $6,000 worth of ads, they only giving you $100.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
So they never give you an accounting on how much they get on the ad.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
So the reason why I never looked at YouTube, because I'm like, yo, I'm talking about being smart, but you jerking me.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
And plus, I don't trust Lior. You know, period. Anything he doing, I don't trust.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
I know what he did with music, and he pushes people and monetizes the dysfunction of our culture.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
And he doesn't teach us how to actually make a certain kind of money and keep it in ownership. He teaches us to work for him.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
He robs us. I've watched him do it.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share, subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes, or holler at me over there. If you want to collab or feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are out of here.
Hey yo, I came up Louisville, West End, nigga, 22nd Street today. And ain't nobody really paved the way. So I'm out here struggling, trying to make my way. I see lax, bourbons, nigga, knocks watch. At the same time I'm smoking on a talk stop. I'm thinking of his ways to get my bread in, but now it's a dead end, and plus I got dead friends. And my people just got out of that pen. Yeah, I should've wrote him, but you know how that is. Niggas see me rolling, cops pull me over and they mad it ain't stolen. Money be folding. You know I'm trying to rescue my nieces and my nephews, put them in a prep school. I suggest you approach respectful. I'm all about them big checks, dude. Niggas outside, they slanging that ride. Chicks on the side, they slanging that. Nigga like me, you make it see. Chick making money, I know. Said everybody gotta get paid. Said everybody gotta get paid. Said everybody gotta get paid. I can't hate you, dog. You should crack your dog. Hey yo, I came up 45th Street, West End, Louisville, back in the day. And I seen a few niggas that they use them up. And I seen a bunch of niggas cause I moved a bunch. I seen fiends, gangsters, niggas bout they bread. Nigga try and hustle and they turn up dead. And a nigga see me rolling, think I'm about that money cause he see my teeth golden. I ain't got no dope in, you know I'm trying to bless you. My flow is special and plus I rap too. And then they just downtown Westport, nigga hustle on the ground. Niggas outside, they slangin' that ride. Chicks on the side, they slangin' that. Nigga like me, they make it see. Chick making money, they breathing up. I said everybody gotta get paid. I said everybody gotta get paid. I said everybody gotta get paid. I can't hate you, dog. Get your pay, hey, yo, I'm coming up. You might see me in the ATL in a couple of days. And I ain't at the underground. I'm somewhere off I-20 and I'm puffing a pound. That boy Young Keys, he about his business. Representing spotless to the day that he spend it. And a nigga see me rolling, trying to hate because they see what I'm holding. I'm the one she chose, man. I ain't disrespect you, don't make me check you. The car won't wreck, dude. Even though I'm gone off the brown, plus I'm on my way downtown, blazing the pound, gray Lincoln Town car cruising, the back of that bitch that's Louis Keys. Nigga, I'm about that cheese. You can do what you do, but you ain't fucking with me. That nigga sauce, one, laid the beat, and plus I'm off, one, crazy weed. And when you see a nigga rolling, that's why my eyes be low and swollen, hoes in the right.